Call. I am so excited to be here with you guys tonight, and I'm just really excited about the topic that I've chosen for tonight to share with you. I've just come back from 6 days on a cruise ship, which was incredible. It was definitely experiencing beach money that we often like to talk about. And I started reading a new book called Be, Do, and Have More by Presley Swaggerty. And this book has just been is so good, and there are just so many things that I wanted to share with you guys tonight. So I pulled some information from that, put a little bit of my twist on it, and put a little bit of my twist on the book, and just added some information that I thought you guys would really enjoy and hopefully take something away from it. And the title of the call is "Are You Winning or Are You Losing?" So we all want to be winners, right? We want to be successful. We want to improve our financial future, and we want to help others do the same thing. The first step you need to do is to choose whether you are going to be a winner or you're going to be a loser. The first question that you need to answer for yourself is, who do I want to become in this process? So right now we're all having this pep talk with ourselves, right? One of inspiration goes something like this: I'm a winner. I'm going to leave my job. I'm going to drive that Lexus. I'm going to lead thousands of people to better health and financial freedom. But when it comes down to it, are you doing what it takes to be a winner? Really doing what it takes to be a winner? If you aren't, there are probably two reasons. The first one is that you don't know how. You don't know how to be a winner. And that's the purpose of the team. And that's the purpose of you digging in and doing things to gain knowledge and to know how. So we're going to talk about how to change that. So that can't be a reason anymore that you don't know how. The second reason that you maybe aren't winning, and I'm going to tell you this is going to be tough and it may offend some of you, but it's that you're too lazy to make the changes and the sacrifices it takes to do it. So which one is it? If you don't feel like you're winning, is it because you don't know how? Or is it because you're just not willing to commit and make the sacrifices to do it? So let's talk about it, because we don't want you to have the reason that you don't know how. So let's talk about some things that you can do. I want to give you some steps on how to become a winner, okay? There are going to be 5 of them, and they all start with the letter R, so it makes it easier to remember, because I want you to start applying these things right now, these 5 steps right now, all right? The first step to becoming a winner is realize that there's only one person responsible for whether you are a loser or a winner. One person. And that one person is you. So stop the excuses. You decide what you want. You decide who you want to be. You decide where you want to go. And then you have to be the person to make it happen. Obstacles and negative things do not keep you from becoming a winner. Those things do not. It's you. You're the one that keeps you from becoming a winner. And so we need to change those things. We need to change that. In the book, Presley Swaggerty talks about success in his book. And he says, the one question that you should ask yourself is, who do I want to become? So I want you to think about it. Who do you want to become? The concept of this book is that if you want more, then you have to become more first. So you have to become who it is that you want to be before you can do more and have more, which is so opposite of what we think, but it makes perfect sense. So you have to become who you want to be before you can have and do more. And I love this analogy he uses. He says that success is not something that you pursue. Success is something you will attract by the person you become. So he says that whenever you pursue success, it's like trying to chase birds. It's going to escape. But whenever you become attractive and attract success, that's when you become the person you want to be. So who is it that you want to become? I want you to take some time and write down the characteristics of who you want to be. Do you want to be more patient? Do you want to be kind? Do you want to be more eager to learn, driven, determined, excited, enthusiastic? Write down some of those things and then make an effort every day to become more and more like that person that you want to be. If you struggle with any of those qualities that you want to have, then you need to acknowledge them and make an effort to work on you and become the person that you want to be. Do you want to be successful and attract those that are ready to do the business with you and work with you to build a huge Plexus empire? Then become that person. If you want to do more and have more, you must first become more or be more. You must first be more. All right, the second step to becoming a winner is to recognize. You have to recognize that work and commitment are required. Guys, I hate to break it to you, but no one is going to knock on your door and tell you that you are a Plexus Jewel. By joining Plexus, you don't automatically get a Lexus delivered to your driveway or a vacation to Hawaii planned and paid for. Nope, you actually have to go out and make your dreams a reality. Commitment is a heavy word, right? And it scares some people. If you think about it, people are scared of commitment, but you have to be ready for it. And I want you to think about this, because when I was planning for this call, I was thinking, I'm like, it's so easy for us to commit to our spouses. We commit to our children, our families, our jobs. We have jobs and we commit to get up every single day and go to that job and do the job. We're committed. But most of us struggle to commit to ourselves. Isn't it time to commit to yourself, your dreams, and your future? Hey, and you may face some opposition, and it's hurtful and it's hard. Everyone around us is okay when we commit to them and keep things at the set standard and everybody's happy. But sometimes our commitment to ourselves changes that standard and there can be some opposition. But commit to yourself. Don't waver. You deserve to be who you were meant to be. You deserve to have more. Once you've committed, you have to put the work in. Anything worth having requires work. Spend time actually working towards your goals by following the plan that you've laid out for yourself and your business. And those that have opposed you, they'll catch the vision and they're going to admire and respect you for following yourself and your dreams. You know that saying, you've heard it before, you can't love anyone else until you first learn to love yourself. You need to remember that. You have to love yourself, and it's okay to love yourself and do something for yourself as long as you are doing it for the right reasons and you intend to see it through. All right. So the third step to becoming a winner is reprogram. You have to reprogram your mind. Now think about it. We're all very aware of what we put into our bodies, right? We know what's harmful. We know what's going to sabotage our efforts for healthier, leaner bodies. But it's not as easy to recognize how we sabotage our minds, and that eventually sabotages our success. So think about who you spend time with. If they are negative or constantly trying to put out your fire, then you need to reconsider who you're spending your time with. Misery loves company. Don't be that miserable person that sucks people in, and certainly don't be the company to the misery. Sometimes it's okay to walk away and say, hey, you know what? This is toxic for me. Recognize it. I'm not saying to disown your friends, still have your friends, but be aware of what is being said and what is going on, and don't get sucked into that trap. It can even be family members. I mean, I've dealt with some of that, and it's okay to say, you know what, you're trying to drag me down. I want you to support me, encourage me, but be aware of who you're around and who you're spending time with. Think about the TV shows and the movies that you watch. Think about the time that you spend watching TV and movies. Think about it. Now, are they income producing? When you're watching those TV shows and those movies, when you could be doing something else, especially if you're saying you don't have time to do your Plexus business, think about that. But also think about what kind of message the things you watch have for you. Do they leave you feeling hopeless, negative, doubtful? Then stop. Don't watch that junk. Do not put that in your mind. And then what about the books you read, the internet sites you visit, the music you listen to? Are you using your time wisely to improve your mind? There was this great, I'm going to give you an analogy. I'm going to give you the analogy now. The analogy in the book was think about your mind like a glass of pure, clean water. And every negative thing that you hear, see, or read is a drop of sewage in that water. It only takes one drop to taint that entire glass. So you have to constantly flush the glass to keep it clear and clean. And I'm going to give you some suggestions on how to do that, how to flush the glass. One of my favorite people that I love to read and love his quotes is Zig Ziglar. And he said, people often say motivation doesn't last, but neither does bathing. And that's why we recommend it daily. So it's so true. Like, you have to recondition your mind every day to be positive and to put those good things into your mind. You know, most of us have been conditioned to settle for whatever life gives us. You know, this is the hand you were dealt, just settle. But guys, we're created for success. We have this huge world and this big life that we can live, and we don't have to settle. You know, you have the success there. It's just a matter of, are you willing to work for it and be the winner? You've probably heard the saying before, a formal education will make you a living, but self-education will make you a fortune. Hey, a formal education is awesome. I've got a daughter in college now, and I'm paying for that formal education, and I have another one going right behind her. But your self-education, it is priceless. What you teach yourself through reading, listening, and even experiences is priceless. So give yourself that gift. Spend time working on your own self-education, and nobody can take that from you. Whatever you learn, it's yours. It can't be taken away. Now, I don't want you to feel overwhelmed. Yeah, there's a lot to learn, but you have a lot of time to learn it, and you have to start now. There are simple daily habits that will give you the knowledge you need to become successful. And yes, daily. And there are 2 daily habits that I think are very important. The first, this is not one of the 2 that I think is so important, but the very first thing you need to do every single day is have a list of what you're going to work on. You need to have things that you do every single day that go towards your success in your business. Every day you need something to do. Now, of course, you're going to take days off, but take your weekend off or whatever. But every day you need a list of what you're going to do. But 2 of the habits that I want you guys to get started with, the first one is to read good books. If you are not currently reading a book that has to do with self-development, network marketing, etc., then please do not refer to yourself as a leader. All leaders are readers. You can go to any leader on this team or in general, just leaders in general, and ask them what they're reading, and I guarantee you they're reading a book. It amazes me, some of the celebrities that are huge readers. Guys, leaders are readers, and if you aren't reading, how are you gaining any valuable information to share with your team? How are you bringing value to them if you're not putting something into your body? You have to put something in to be able to put it out. So you have to be doing that. And remember, if you just have one person on your team, or if you have 10,000 people on your team, you are a leader and you need to take it seriously. If you intend to add people to your team, if you're brand new and you just started, but you want to build a team and you want to lead people, then that is a privilege. Like, it's an honor. I'm always honored when somebody joins me in this. It means that they trusted me enough, they believed in what I was saying, and they wanted to be a part of this with me. And I take it very serious. And I want you guys to do that too. Now, some of you don't like to read. I get it. I have children that don't like to read. But think about if you just read 10 pages a day, just 10 pages. We can all read 10 pages. You can do it in like 15 minutes or less. That's 3,650 pages a year. And that's going to equal between a dozen to 2 dozen books. Imagine what you could take in if you read 12 to 24 books in a year. I can tell you that I read that much. Just in the past year, I have read almost 20 books. So I am always reading, and I think it's very important. To be successful, you need daily habits, and reading should be at the top of that list. The second daily habit that I think you need to have is listen to quality audio. That's not your Spotify account or your iTunes. Quality audio. That would be like YouTube, podcasts like MLM Nation. MLM Nation on podcasts. Guys, if you're not listening to that, you are totally missing out. So good. Even books on audio. But find something good quality to listen to, and squeeze this into your day while you're in the car. A lot of you commute. Imagine what you could take in if you spent 20 to 30 minutes a day listening to quality audio. And hey, if you have your children in the car with you on your way to school or work, they can benefit from it too. Start them early. It's going to be better than anything you play on that radio, I can promise you. Maybe listen while you're walking. That's my favorite time to listen to stuff, is when I'm walking my dogs. It takes my mind off of what I'm doing. I'm focused. There's not people around for me to talk to, so I don't have to worry about having my headphones in, and I can listen, and I screenshot it whenever there's something really good that I want to write down, and that way I come home and I re-listen to it and I write it down so I don't forget. But I'm telling you, listening to it, I almost always retain what I hear because it's just so impactful. While you're cleaning your house, getting ready for your day, when you get out of the shower and you're doing your hair or getting your clothes on, play something while you're waiting. Listen to something motivational. If you wake up in a bad mood, put on a Les Brown video. It will change your day. But learn to not waste any time. Every minute counts. And you should be putting quality audio into your ears and your brain every day. And then a bonus habit, and it's not a daily habit, but a bonus habit is to attend trainings. Not daily, but monthly. You need to be going to a training. I say weekly. You have a chance to be on weekly team trainings right here. But you also have other opportunities within Plexus to listen to trainings. But not just in Plexus, guys. Get to any events that are being held by people that are more successful than you. Emulate those people. Emulate their actions, their qualities, and learn as much as you can. You'll see how they carry themselves, how they dress, how they speak to people. There is something so powerful about hanging around and being in a room full of people that are so successful and so committed to what they're doing. And if you have the opportunity to be a part of that, go. Since I've been in Plexus for 2 years. I've been, I think, to 6 different events that were not Plexus, but they were like network marketing or leadership type things. Now, I go to a Plexus event or am on some kind of training all the time. Like, I just can't get enough. But I have a balance between that and actually working my business. So make sure that whatever you're spending your time going to and taking in, that you take the time to apply it. Remember, winners are always learning and committed to personal growth. So where are you in that? Are you committed to learning, and are you committed to personal growth? All right, let's move on. So the 4th step to becoming a winner is restart. Well, what do you need to restart? Restart your attitude. Do you want to know the secret to success? I'll wait for it. The secret to success is your attitude. Attitude is the most important part of your success. And without the positive attitude, you're not going to have the success. If you want to be a winner, then you need to have a winning attitude. Winning and success is a process, guys. It doesn't happen overnight. Success takes small steps forward every single day. And there may even be times when you feel like you're taking a step backwards, or you may not be having fun at the moment. But if you keep a winning and positive attitude, you're going to come out on top. All right, so Presley Swaggerty had these statements in his book, and he compared winners to losers. And I just took a few of them, and I just want you to think about this, okay? I want you to be very honest with yourself. You're not sharing it with me, but you have to be honest with yourself. If you can't be honest with yourself, then you can't make changes, all right? So I want you to think about this and think about where you fit into this. All right, winners believe that they create their own lives, meaning their own success. Losers believe that life happens to them. How many of you have said, oh, this is just the way life was meant to be for me. Life's handing me lemons. I'm just going to make lemonade out of it. No, you change it. You make it better. You have that winning attitude and you make it better. Second statement, winners focus on opportunity. Losers focus on obstacles. Think about it. So you have the opportunity. You're in a room full of people, and you could see that as an opportunity to share with all those people. And that's a winning attitude. Oh my gosh, all these people. Guys, I was just on a cruise ship. I went on that cruise ship with the attitude that, hey, everybody on here could be a customer or an ambassador. I was focused on the opportunity there. Losers focus on the obstacles. Now, and for me, if I would have had a losing attitude, I would have walked on that boat and been like, oh God, there's nobody on here. And oh, they don't want to hear from me. Oh, they don't care about this. They're on vacation. No, I didn't think about that. I thought about the opportunity there. And I definitely have some really good potential things happening from my time on that boat. But focus on the opportunity. Don't worry about the obstacles. You're going to have obstacles, but don't focus on those. Focus on the opportunity. Be a winner. The third one, winners focus on potential. Losers focus on problems. I'm going to take the back office, for instance. We hear a lot of people complaining, and granted, it was painful at times. But the people that were so focused on the problems missed out on seeing the potential. Yeah, some people quit. They decided to not stick with it, and they didn't see the potential. And now, guys, the potential is huge. This new website, the app that we're going to have, everything that goes along with this is huge potential for us. So many big things happening. But those that focus on the problem missed the potential. So think about it. Where do you focus? Do you focus on potential, or do you focus on the problem? All right, winners associate with positive, successful people, and losers associate with negative people. I want you to think about your circle of your closest friends. Are they positive, upbeat, successful people? And I'm not saying successful as in with money. I'm saying, just positive, upbeat, successful, have a winning attitude. Or are they all, woe is me, my life is horrible, nothing goes my way? Think about those people. Who are you spending your time with? All right, numbers. The next one is winners act despite fear. Losers let fear stop them. So think about it. You've been asked to stand up in front of a group of people and share your story about Plexus. Do you go ahead and do it? You're scared to death, right? All of us get scared when we have to stand up in front of people. Like, that's just how we are. But do you go ahead and act and do it? Or do you let that fear stop you from doing what you know you can do? Which one are you going to choose? And then the last one, winners constantly learn and grow. They're always learning, always growing. And losers think they know it all. They're what I call uncoachable. You can't tell them anything because they know it all. So I want you to choose to be a winner. I want you to think about it. And I want you to make an effort every single day to choose to be a winner. Your positive attitude is the difference between being a winner or a loser. Do you talk to yourself like you're a winner? Or does negative self-talk creep in? I want you to imagine that if everything that you said to yourself came true, oh, I'm fat. Oh, I can't do this. Oh, I'm stupid. Imagine if every bit of that you said came true. How would you look? What would your life look like? How would you lead your team or take care of your family? So for the next 21 days, and why I say 21 days is because something becomes a habit after 21 days. For the next 21 days, I want you to talk to yourself like you would talk to your family members. I want you to write affirmations about yourself and put them by your bed, on your nightstand or whatever you have by your bed. Put them in your bathroom, on your mirror, where you look and get ready every single morning, on your desk. And I want you to read them every single day. Talk to yourself like you're a winner. Whatever it is, do not use any negative words. Don't say, I'm going to lose weight. Say, I love the way I look. I love the way I feel. I love being healthy. Whatever it is, but keep it all positive and talk to yourself every day like you're a winner. Now, there are going to be some tough times, but remember, life is hard. Success is hard. But listen, failing and giving up is even harder. So don't do that. Nothing in your life will ever change if you don't change. Stop worrying about success or failure. Just stop and take action that gets you closer to your dreams. Okay? Is that a deal? And lastly, the fifth step to becoming a winner is to remain enthusiastic. You need to love what you do. Enthusiasm is contagious and it's inspiring. Think about who inspires you, not just in this business, but anywhere. Who inspires you and what inspires you? Is there enthusiasm attached to that person or that thing? Of course there is. A huge part of winning is being excited, but it has to be genuine and it has to be constant. People are attracted to enthusiasm. Sometimes you have to decide to be excited because some days you may not feel like being excited. But if you want to be successful, then you need to be excited, even when you don't feel like it. And you need to do it consistently. You can't be excited about life one day and the next day tell everybody how horrible your life is. That's a mixed message. Be excited. There's always something to be excited about. Even if things aren't going exactly the way you want them to go, something good is happening in your life and you need to focus on that and you need to be excited about that. And that's going to trickle down into the rest of your life. Okay? You are all winners if you choose to be. But you have to make the choice, you have to put in the commitment, and you have to make the sacrifices. If you aren't willing to do that, then you cannot blame one person, nothing, no one, nothing but yourself. So choose today to be excited, even when you don't feel like it. And once you become excited and realize what you have in front of you, it's hard to not be excited, guys. Decide today and stop making excuses. You can either make money or make excuses, but you can't make both. No more victim stories or poor, pitiful me reasons for why things aren't working for you. We've all had those stories. We've all had those people tell us that we can't, that we won't, why we won't. Don't just stop. Don't let that become your story. Change your words. And if you want to change your life, start looking for resolutions instead of making excuses. And finally, commit to yourself today. Total commitment. Not a do it today, take tomorrow off, or 3 days on, 1 day off, but your commitment is critical to your success. Take responsibility for your life and find a way to be a winner. You can overcome any obstacle in front of you when you decide to change your attitude and commit to your dreams. You can be whoever you want to be. You can do whatever you want to do, and you can have whatever your heart desires as long as you put in the work and as long as you put in the commitment. All right, guys. So I appreciate you all being here. I hope this helps you. I hope you will go and put those 5 steps to action right away. And I will see you all next week. Bye.